Local folks helping local business.
Are you tired of strangers flipping you off in store parking lots?
Yeah, I get that all the time.
Maybe you should try returning your shopping cart.
What? Return it? I don't work here.
When you don't return your cart, those convenient wheels that help carry your groceries can hurtle themselves toward other cars and...
Hey, you! That's a new car!
What's his problem?
Well, if you had walked your empty shopping cart to the clearly marked cart corral, none of this would happen.
And people will treat me like the beautiful person I think I am?
That's right.
I'm going to start returning my empty shopping cart right away.
Good for you, shopper.
Oh, it's kind of far, though.
Boy.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Summer is over, but the deals are hot at Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Just $29 service fee for all your AC and plumbing needs. Better call Clark today. Alabama certification number 09098.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. If you're headed to the Alabama National Fair tonight, your chances of encountering a shower are very small indeed. Should be fairly comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 69. Another warm day tomorrow, Wednesday, with a high up to about 87. And the rain chances a little bit better. Random scattered spotty showers here and there. And those small rain chances may carry into part of Thursday. Thursday's high 81. Then some real deal fall air later in the week. An important cold front is on the way. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1.
I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. I think I'll break off with my girlfriend. Her antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, she tells me that I'm full of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Our baby fell out of the window. You think that her head would be split, but good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. An old lady died in a bathtub. She died from a terrible fit. In order to fulfill her wishes, she was buried in 6 feet of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. When I wasn't friends with the army, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. And now, folks, my story is ended. I think it is time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
I'm that character in the afternoon. I heard that on Joey's show today, and I love it. It's happy hour. It is Talk 93.1 of MWACV. Your gracious, occasionally truncated host, Greg Udell, here along with co-host Pamela Dubuque and the Big Warhawk.
Here they are.
And welcome back. I want to begin by reiterating something we iterated this morning.
Please reiterate.
Well, you have to iterate before you can reiterate, right?
Well, of course.
I hope you're being straight with me because you're a college professor, and I would not want to be misled by
You have to state it first before you can state it again. So that's what reiterate means, is I'm going back over it again. So you are correct, my dear young student.
First of all, the national media, which rarely gets anything right, was incorrectly inferred that the Alabama National Fair had anything to do with the events downtown Saturday night. It did not.
Yeah, they need to sue their butts. They need to slap a lawsuit on their butt.
Certainly would think about it.
Yeah.
Concerned because so many people put so many hours of time into making this event happen to raise money for worthy local causes. This is really something that's critical. They get nothing from the government. And I heard from several people last night that it was a ghost town.
Oh, no.
And that is extremely unfortunate. I think this is my 21st Alabama National Fair this year. They're always fine. They're always good. But this year, it's the best.
It's the safest place to be in Montgomery after
absolutely.
dark. Absolutely.
They take all the precautions necessary. You cannot get inside without a clear bag.
Yep.
There's medical or metal detectors.
There's metal detectors. There are police presence, both sheriffs and troopers and MPD everywhere. It is the safest place in town.
Because they took it seriously when something did happen.
Yes.
They actually changed a lot.
They're just ahead of the game. I mean, Larry Stevens was on with us this morning. Larry's been part of the fair for many, many years, part of the Kiwanis Club, and that's a great organization with got a lot of friends that belong to Kiwanis who, again, give hundreds of hours of their time to make this thing work. And this is how we fight back. We don't stay away from the fair. We go to the fair.
Absolutely.
And make a statement that, we're invested here. And they have really done a fabulous job. Not just the rides and the food, the food's the easiest part of all in terms of, just the tough challenges. Where do I start? But the exhibits are great too. I've never really spent enough time studying those. And
there's
I
tons
love the
of them.
exhibits.
There's tons of them.
Yeah.
And the games and the food.
And it's good
It's great.
exercise. It's
the people watching.
Oh yeah, people watching
Unmatched.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
get free concerts. I mean, they had Skillet Sunday night. They've got Lee Greenwood coming up Friday night.
Yeah, they had a great turnout for Skillet.
Holy cow.
Great turnout for that. But I was just concerned. I love the people that I know that are involved with the fair. I want this thing. We've got, several days left to, get out there and enjoy it. So if you got nothing on the docket tonight, like if you don't want to sit around and watch the Yankees lose, like some of us might be doing.
Or the Cubs. Cubs are not doing too well.
No. They don't play today.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a friend of mine that posted a picture of them with a Cubs cap going, yeah, past 2 days have not been good, but I still love my Cubbies no matter what happens. I was like, okay, that's a very healthy way to look at it.
It's funny. Alabama lost that first game of the season.
Oh, and everybody was gloom and doom. Like, oh my goodness, it's the end of the world.
Fire him. Get him out of here.
Get rid of the quarterback, all this stuff.
They're back in the top 10.
Isn't that crazy? And three of the teams that were, ranked 1, 2, and 3, which were Texas, Penn State, and Clemson, where are they now?
Oh,
all dropped.
The rankings are a farce. We put way too much. It seems like every time Alabama started the season ranked number 1, they never finished there, because then everybody's got a their target.
Yeah.
We want to beat the number one team. So as of now, they'll certainly be in the college football playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And let's hope they continue to do well. And War Eagle this weekend against Vandy, not Vandy, but Georgia for Auburn. It'd be great to see both teams beat Georgia.
I think Auburn has a chance to beat Georgia. Based on what I saw with the game against Tennessee, the game against Alabama, I think Auburn's got a chance.
I'm so excited.
So it would be good. It would be very, very good for Auburn to take them down.
I scheduled my whole day around that game.
Did you ever have a kind of a weird moment when you saw a teacher out of the classroom, like in a public place?
Yep.
Yes, that's in your pile. That's one of them I picked out last week.
Yeah.
It's weird because you don't know what to say to them because you're like, hi. And then your brain is going through, okay, what do I look like? What am I doing? Oh, is this going to get back to anybody else at the class?
I don't live in the same state as where I went to school, so I never run into anybody anymore.
Well, I ran into Master Thespian, my professor, at the Faulkner event.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was quite good. I really loved the fact that they had Kim Hendricks as the interviewee for Candace Cameron Bure. And it was great because they took her through her whole career, talking about her own journey as a Christian and what specifically, because she talked about the fact that she felt like she was a good person until something happened.
Yes.
And then she went, oh, I'm not really a good person. I'm a good person by the standard of the world. Am I a good person by the standard of the Bible? And so she started then delving into scripture and getting deeper into it. And it was really fascinating to hear that. But I thought the food was great. Food was really good. And, the whole thing they did about honoring the.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Yes. Is it gauche to ask for a doggy bag at a banquet?
I don't think so.
Because
they always have tons of extra food left.
Yeah.
Always.
Sammy told me what it takes to put out all those dinners, and it is insane.
Yeah.
Like all hands on deck. And you have like a certain number of minutes to put everything out at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah, I thought the system they had was very efficient. They had stuff piled up on carts.
Yeah. And they bring them out.
Pushed them out, and it was great. I was like,
it's hard to sneak a chunk of that beef into your pocket.
Yeah.
Without looking suspicious.
Very hard. Very hard. But I did wind up having 2 pieces of that pecan pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh, that was good.
Because we had someone that's like, oh, I'm allergic to pecans. I'm like, I'll help you with that.
You are one of those people.
Don't mind if I do.
I'll take care of this for you.
You're one of those people that is always willing to help when somebody needs it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm proud to have you as a friend.
Speaking of helping, I went to Buc-ee's this weekend. I took a trip up to Nashville to go see my son in a play. And
wow.
I got something new for us to try. I don't know if you guys have tried them. It's the triple chocolate cookie bites.
That sounds very decadent.
These
seriously.
These are like $5 for a box. I'm like, holy cow! But I want to try them and see. So
see this?
Yes.
I found this. These are
where?
Well, that's the thing. They're a little old. They're unfrosted chocolate mini cupcakes from long ago.
How long?
Well, let's find out.
Oh my gosh.
Do they have anything?
Are you that hard up for snacks? I need to start bringing stuff in every day.
Here, I'm going to pass this.
I will.
I double checked.
I want to try the good stuff he brought.
Oh yeah, triple chocolate. There's not going to be cinnamon.
Try a couple of those.
I'll try
got
it.
some beaver nuggets for everybody. So, because you can't stop at Buc-ee's without beaver nuggets. But both times we stopped at Buc-ee's on the way up to Tennessee, on the way back. Both times packed. Absolutely packed.
This is on 65?
Yeah, this is the one in Athens.
I have been back on my calorie deficit focused program.
I'm going to toss this to you.
But
there we go.
I did go on a little hike earlier, so I think I'm going to try one of these.
So that's another reason to go to the fair.
I see we have
another
phone
reason
home.
to go to the fair is that you walk those calories off, right?
Yeah.
Or if you go on one of the rides, as I heard about your experience with the taco and the Tilt-A-Whirl, you may lose those calories the old-fashioned way.
TK.
Hey, Greg.
Hey.
I have a very fond memory of the Alabama State Fair. probably 25 years ago, my wife and I were there, and we see this couple walking up to us, and it's our local game warden.
Uh-oh.
I was friends with him. I knew him, and I went up and shook his hand, and my wife looked at him, and she says, well, I've never seen you with your clothes on. In uniform. He said, his wife looked at her like,
That is classic.
she would say stuff like that. You just walk up to somebody you recognize.
Oh, that's
have a uniform on.
Oh my!
I never seen you with your clothes on.
That is so funny.
His wife didn't think that was all that fun.
I don't think so.
Oh boy.
Oh my! He had some splaining to do after that. I'll bet.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right on.
Oh man.
Very funny. I love real life moments like
we've
that.
had some great times out there at the fair. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's a place to make memories. See, you've got a memory now that you have cherished for 25 years.
It's a fun date night place.
Oh yeah, it is.
I love.
See ya. Thanks for
I
calling.
love fairs for date nights. Like you get something to eat, you walk around, people watch,
and you can find
play
out
games.
about the other person, right?
Yes.
What sort of things do you like? What sort of things do you not like?
Yeah.
And you may discover that you both kind of find certain things silly.
Yes.
Like the people.
Can you
wandering
just
around.
enjoy the playing the games without taking it too seriously?
Exactly.
Are you going to be competitive and lose your mind?
Yeah.
Are you going to realize you can't win any of them and it's going to be all right? You're just there for the experience.
Yep.
I know. I love it. It's just simple.
Romantic.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch the mayor's press conference today?
I did
Some
not
of
watch
it.
someone today. I didn't want to
Yeah.
I didn't want to throw things at my TV. Okay. I'm not too happy with the mayor at current.
I didn't hear anything that struck me as new.
No.
Well, his whole tone and attitude has been, it's not my fault. That's everything as he said boils down to, not my fault, not my fault. It's somebody else's fault.
I
It's
bet
the
he
state
was
of-
a
it's
very
the state of Alabama's
frustrating
fault.
child.
It's the fault of the laws. It's the fault of those people who came from out of town. It's their fault. It's not my fault. And I hate that. I really hate that because he is in a position of responsibility. He is in a position of authority and he is shirking it in every way he can. He is not looking at the fact that somebody made that decision to put those two rides downtown. And I agree with you. I saw them. They're rather dinky. I bet somebody on the council, one of their relatives, got a paycheck out of that. Number two, why in the name of God are you offering free beer to people who probably have already been drinking because they've been going to football games all day?
Yep.
Why are you
No.
having free beer and a whole bunch of people coming down to see free stuff? It is a recipe for disaster.
Weren't there underage kids there and Montgomery has
Yes.
a curfew?
I don't know about
can't say that
curfew,
with
but I'm
certainty.
sure there were a lot of underage kids there because one of the people that was killed was underage, I believe, wasn't they? Or was 17, but there were several people that were injured that were underage. Somebody's not thinking ahead to think about what could go wrong. The people at the fair, they figured it out. They have planned it. They've
Yeah.
made sure to prepare. You got to plan for these things not to happen. So my father-in-law used to say all the time, you have to plan for these things not to happen. And nobody was thinking. Nobody was planning. They just threw a whole bunch of people and said, let's see what happens.
Okay. So I just looked it up. Montgomery Advertiser put out an article today that says,
Oh, they finally heard about this event?
does Montgomery have a late night curfew? What to know after Saturday's deadly shootings? And it says, after a mass shooting in downtown Montgomery, blah, 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 many are demanding a citywide curfew. But it was in July of this year that they passed one in
So-
the wake of all this violence.
So are they enforcing it?
They should be. But
How are you going to enforce
does
it,
say-
though, with the police department shrinking
I know.
to its current
I know.
size?
I know.
The curfew is for unaccompanied children under 17. So maybe their argument will be, well, these people were all accompanied by adults.
How are you going to know? Did anybody stop them?
Right.
Anybody ask?
But the curfew is from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday through Thursday and 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Mhm.
So after the curfew, even on Saturday. because it was around 11:30.
It's politics.
Well, and what's really troubling me right now, all these people who are attacking ICE agents. ICE agents are legal enforcement officers. We are one step away from people starting to attack regular police officers.
Yes.
Regular sheriff's.
Oh,
deputies.
did you see what I just posted on Facebook?
No.
From Portland. It's insane there, and it's an extended video. I can't play it, but it's on my Facebook page.
Okay, I'll look it up. Oh, I see. Yeah, from the Blaze.
And it goes on there. This
I saw
a-hole,
this.
screaming and finally spit at him.
Yeah.
And they took him down real fast. Now throw his ass in the slammer and leave it there for a while.
Well, because that's a hazardous substance. If you spit on someone, you have to.
Well, during COVID, you're a murderer. I mean, that's how crazy it got.
Well, that's assault. When you're spitting on someone, that is assault. And it could be a dangerous substance. We don't know what diseases you have. We don't know if you've got something communicable. We don't know what's going on. So you can scream and yell at us all you want, but once you cross that line, like that idiot who threw the sandwich, which I still can't believe that he got off.
It was didn't he work for one of the government agencies? He was canned immediately.
Yes, he was a lawyer.
And they're still infesting government agencies. And the Democrats, you're as effed up as any party in political history. I don't know what you think you're accomplishing. And then out of the blue, somebody sends me a column by Josh Moon, who used to be a columnist, and he was a host on this radio station years ago. Classic liberal. And he posted the column, but the comment above it says, "You're not going to be able to tough guy your way out of Montgomery's problems with gun violence. In fact, those lock 'em up solutions, but decades of doing nothing to solve the underlying causes are exactly why the city has a problem." This is more, Josh. I've been listening to the same shinola from do-gooding liberals my entire life.
Yeah.
Money hasn't solved anything. This is a culture issue. There is a thug culture based on ridiculous principles.
Yeah.
We have too many fatherless households, which is a problem caused by the do-gooders who years ago were just not spending enough money, and we're not.
Well, and I read the same article you're talking about.
And the inference of racism is so thick in here. It's old school. Of course,
part of
he's
his
not,
argument-
but everybody else like me is.
Part of his argument is that we have all these private schools, and that is a supposedly segregated system. No, it's people who have the money to pay for good education for their children. There are a lot of people in those private schools who are not white and pasty and white and Wonder Bread. There's a lot of people of color from other nationalities. There are Hispanic people in those private schools. There are people from India, from Pakistan, from Korea who are in those schools, as well as African Americans. So part of his argument is fallacious. He's implying that just because we have private schools and public schools, all the private schools are racist. And I have problems with that.
I have a major problem with that. That's garbage.
Yeah.
And you know what? We should have. Let's stop at the public schools.
It's probably because they expect to have free spots available for people.
Yeah. I guess.
They're like, there should be a certain number of spots.
No, the problem.
Many of those private schools have tuition assistance and have scholarships.
Did you hear Dr. Thrasher on with us yesterday morning?
I did. I thought that was quite good.
And one of the things he's brought to our attention prior to yesterday is the truancy issue. 1 in 4 students.
Bad.
That's hard.
That's not a school problem. That's not a government problem. That's a household problem. That's a culture problem.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was unthinkable. And when I went to a public school,
me too.
If you were truant, your friends would shame and humiliate you for being an idiot.
Oh yeah, and your parents.
And your parents? Are you kidding? If you took a day off without,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is now.
I never even heard of that.
And why? Because we have too many single parent households who are trying to get by and
trying to survive. Yeah.
And we have too many moms, especially, who are terrorized by this ridiculous I'm calling it the thug culture.
Well, and a lot of those kids who are going to school don't see the point. They're like, why am I going to school? You know, I understood.
Why would they want to be at school when the streets are so bad for
I
people?
know, I know. But when I went to school, I consider that my job. You know, my mother had a job, my dad had a job. This is my job to go to school.
That's what I tell my daughter.
Job is to learn as much
I'm
as
like,
I
we
can.
both have to go to work today.
My job
Okay.
is to do the best I can. Who cares if people, you know, consider me a smarty pants? I don't care. I'm doing the best I can because I want to get out of here and
Mhm.
get a good job and be able to take care of myself. I don't want anybody else to take care of me for me. Now, granted, I've had to work multiple jobs. Like right now, I'm working multiple jobs,
Mhm.
but I pay the bills and I take care of things because that's my job.
Mhm.
Is to take
Well, you
care
were
of myself
taught
and my family.
responsibility. you
Yeah.
know?
I know.
Too many people really aren't. Parents want to be friends with their kids.
Yeah,
And that
that's-
started in the
Or you've got
my generation of
Yeah.
like
you've got people becoming parents who are kids themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't know.
Oh, well,
what
I
it's
had a
like
kid
to be
at
a parent.
20. I mean, I grew up like that. But that's because of my upbringing.
Yeah.
I was able to do that.
But you're a disciplined person. You've learned through that experience, right?
Absolutely.
You know, and you become a different person because of that experience.
Hmm.
So,
But my parents weren't my friends. Absolutely not.
yeah.
No, that there's a thing of healthy fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear
I
is
agree.
it's good to know that you have boundaries
Mm-hmm.
and consequences if you choose to cross them.
Yeah. Oh, I never wanted to go back home. That was my one. I'm not going back home. I'm going to be on my own.
Mhm.
I'll go back to visit for holidays, but I am not going back to live in my parents' home. And there's too many people that are making that choice.
I didn't even know that that was an option.
Yeah.
Like, that's not an option. I mean, I know that my parents, if I did meet dire straits and hit rock bottom,
Mhm.
obviously they would, but that's not even an option. I'm grown.
I remember coming to visit on holidays after I was married, and every time we'd come for a holiday, my mother would have another box for me. Here you go. Here's some more of your stuff for me to take home with me, until eventually all of my stuff was gone, and they no longer had to deal with it. I just thought that was the funniest thing, but I understand what she's doing. She's like, "Nope, we don't need to be taking care of you anymore. We need to."
My
take care of
parents did the opposite. When I became an adult,
Mhm.
they left. When my dad retired from the military, they left the house. They bought an RV and traveled the country and said, "Good luck.
Oh, that's
You're doing
hysterical.
great. You got this under control." And I rented their house. So
Wow.
I'm,
see, that's good.
yes.
They were like, "You're going to pay money to live in your own
Yes,
house."
I
like that. I
did.
like that.
And when we ended up, like me and my ex-husband, had a child,
Yeah.
we wanted to move out on our own. Like, even though we were on our own, it was still their house that I was renting,
Yeah.
So at a certain point I was like, we're going to move out, move on our own. And so I moved their stuff, and ours, as other people were moving in to rent their house.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they did. They took off. They were like, we're going to go travel. Good luck. You got this under control. We have faith in you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great feeling for a parent to have.
Yeah.
When they have that kind of confidence too. That
Oh,
means
yeah.
they did a good job.
Well, my parents did a weird thing. I mean, my dad was a preacher, so we moved a lot when I was a kid. So every 3 or 4 years, we were in another place. So they had moved and gone all over the place. The last place they were at, they had bought a house in Somerset, Kentucky, which they were really glad they did because the value of that house skyrocketed. So when they finally left, they were able to sell it for a good price. But they moved back into my grandparents' house because my grandmother had died. My grandfather was in an assisted living facility, and they were like, why don't you just come move into this house? My parents were retiring, and they were like, well, Oak Ridge would be a great place to retire, and we're there close to him.
Mhm.
So they bought my grandparents' house, and they lived in that house for, goodness, 25 years before my mother died and my dad moved out to an assisted living facility. So it's kind of weird that their house was my grandparents' house. So I had weird memories of that place.
Mhm.
Memories of when it was my grandparents'
Yeah.
house, memories of when it was my parents' house. And it was wild. When we finally had to sell it, that was a bittersweet moment.
I always wanted to live in my grandma's house. When I was growing up, I was convinced I was going to stay in my hometown and live in my grandma's house, like as an adult, buy it and live there. But then I moved.
Yep. And of course, our friend and mentor, Mr. Greg Budell, is never, ever going back to Chicago ever again.
No.
No, I'll
What
never
a
go back
lunatic
to Vermont
asylum
either.
that place is.
Awful.
And again, it's not just this current mayor or even Beetlejuice before him. The city's, well, you've got $1 billion eyesore called the whatever it's going to be, the Obama thing on the near the museum. Like they needed
Like
something
that, the
else to
Obama
clog up
thing.
traffic there.
I like that.
And of course, he's got no intention of investing any of his money in his tribute to himself.
Yeah.
I like Trump's approach. He's getting all the networks and haters to pay for it. Good for him. Got to take a break here before we hit the traffic dungeon. A reminder, keeping your car on the road is something that you can entrust to Don Duncan, All-American Auto and Tire, top-notch mechanics, great customer service, a willingness to do whatever it takes to partner up with you in the ongoing maintenance of your car. I always, before I travel, get my car in. It may not need an oil change. I just like that they do the preventive maintenance thing so well. Check the tires, rotate if necessary, make sure the fluids are all good, that the diagnostics come back clean. And if something needs to be fixed, they've got the talent there to do it. At 4 locations, when you need tires, all major name brands at a wholesale price. And they always quote a price that includes installation. So if you haven't, try them. They're just awesome folks. And you'll feel much more confident departing on a trip, like if you're going away for a football weekend, whatever, when your car has been checked out by the best. Serving you from high atop Mount Duncan, the hill behind the McDonald's on Highway 14. Also in Millbrook on Cruzada, downtown at 408 Madison, and Doug Mitchell leads a great team of people on Bell Road just north of Vaughan. For Don Duncan, All-American Auto and Tire, and another Duncan and Son Predictathon coming up Friday.
Well, we have an accident now. Mobile Highway near Falmer Parkway. That's in Hope Hall. Use caution there. Also, the 3500 block of Alabama River Parkway. That's going to be near Cusada River Parkway, just off Lower Wetumpka Road. Buckle up. Drive carefully. Traffic is building all over the area this afternoon. The lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKinnon Toyota. The 26s are coming, and the 25s have got to go. McKinnon Toyota, your family-owned and operated dealer with hometown service. Exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Downtown Montgomery is about to begin seeing more police presence. In response to Saturday night's mass shooting, the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency will increase its public safety efforts. At the direction of Governor Kay Ivey, ALEA will be expanding the role of their Capitol Patrol Unit to include key downtown areas. Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed has responded to Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall regarding the city's crime issues. I don't need anyone lecturing me about crime, Reed remarked. If the Attorney General ever wants to talk to me about what we've been doing, I'll be more than happy to sit down with him. Montgomery Police Chief Jim Grabois and Mayor Stephen Reed will hold a press conference this afternoon. Updates and new information on the investigation into the weekend's mass shooting will be provided. Currently, no suspects or arrests have been announced. The news conference will be held at MPD headquarters beginning at 1:30. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's our new brokerage. I'm Hannah Grantham, and alongside my partner, Eddie Bader, together we created Hannah and Eddie Realty Group because we believe real estate should feel personal. When our names are on the sign, it's more than just the logo. It's a promise. Hard work, honesty, and results.
That's right, Hannah. We've helped first-time buyers find their dream homes, guided families through big moves, and worked with all the investors to build their future.
So no matter your journey, our focus is the same, putting you first. So give us a call at 334-368-6358 and let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life. Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Jane Ray, account executive with Blue Water Broadcasting. Why should you advertise with us? Radio is an active medium. It can create immediacy, driving shoppers to a specific store, brand, or to take a specific action. Radio ads engage with the audience in a personal and unique way. Contact me, Jane Ray, by going to bluewaterbroadcasting.com to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Hey guys, this is Todd Clark with River Region Contracting, your premier roofing contractor in Central Alabama. So remember the name, River Region Contracting, for all your roofing needs. We're not affiliated with any other roofing company in the River Region. We've been in the roofing business since 2005. We don't have to buy our leads, and we don't have to knock on doors when the storms come around. We have thousands of satisfied customers throughout Central Alabama. So call us at 334-356-8635. That's 334-356-8635.
Today's show is brought to you by Pedro Pascal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pedro Pascal.
That guy's in everything now, even 10-second radio bits.
Hey, it's Ashley, the owner of Pest Pro Services, and just a quick reminder about our most popular services, termite, pest, and mosquito control. And here's something you may not know, our mosquito control now covers fleas and ticks too. Building a home, call us for your termite treatment. Selling a home, call us for your real estate inspection. Whether it's your home or business, we'll keep you protected. Call or text 265-9990, that's 265-9990, or visit us on the web at ppsriverregion.com. And remember, when you want to know, call a pro.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. If you're headed to the Alabama National Fair tonight, your chances of encountering a shower are very small indeed. Should be fairly comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 69. Another warm day tomorrow, Wednesday, with a high up to about 87. And the rain chances a little bit better. Random scattered spotty showers here and there. And those small rain chances may carry into part of Thursday. Thursday's high 81. Then some real deal fall air later in the week. An important cold front is on the way. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now correspondent Menthol Meredith joins us for a conversation on the new Taylor Swift album.
Well, that Taylor Swift's got a new CD called The Life of a Showgirl, which could be the name of my life story. Yep, I spent a big chunk of my 20s, well, when I wasn't doing time, doing all kinds of showgirl crap. I used to rock an American flag bikini and jiggle my moneymaker at every hog calling championship and reptile expo this side of the Mississippi. I finally had to hang up my stilettos when I dislocated my sternum twerking to Sweet Caroline on opening night of Repticon. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. There's a condemned sausage plant that just turned into a Spirit Halloween store, and I heard they got real low hiring standards, so wish me luck.
Repticon, I haven't been to that in years.
I was just at Spirit Halloween before I came here.
Really? I found my discount Dracula cape.
Blah.
Blah.
Are you going to start wearing it on Fridays?
I plan to have it with me on Friday, yes.
Me too. Yeah, I chose to wear my kingly cape. Several people have noticed that on the feed because this is what I wore in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang as Bevan Bombust. But I've got other capes I will bring in each week from now till Halloween.
I'll dress up on Tuesdays with you too.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Let's do it.
I'm dressed in all
I'm all
black
for
today.
a costume.
I'll have to bring in
And
some
I'm
silly
not.
hats.
I'm wearing my Auburn flannel.
Yeah, looks very warm. Yeah.
Well, it gets to be like 65 degrees in here, and by 5 o'clock, I am
That's what I was
chilled
thinking.
to the bone.
With this, it's going to help because it does get a little chilly.
It
anyhow.
does.
It does.
Hey, guess who's got a birthday?
Who's got a birthday?
Joy B. Sonny.
Today?
How old is she? How many
Was it
hundreds?
today or yesterday?
I don't know.
80 freaking 3. That the woman is.
Really?
83. And here's some of the brilliance she shared with the audience on the Spew. I have this queued up here, so everybody can watch it, honey.
American cities. But the way to deal with it is get the funding that you need for police, get the training that you need, and work with local officials.
This is a pretext to stop the next election.
Oh, that's what the police are here to do.
That's what I think it is.
I would say it might also be a distraction from the hearing that's going on right now about the Epstein files.
Right.
Some names have come up, and AG Pam Bondi was dodging questions and attacking that. Do you not think maybe the whole civil unrest storyline is maybe overblown?
I think that Donald Trump also sees American troops in U.S. cities as a sign of strength. I think most Americans don't. I think they see it as like societal breakdown.
The important words in that were, I think.
Yeah, and
It implies that she does have a thought or a brain.
I'm glad to know the retarded have a place to gather.
But yeah, they're going to try everything they can to divert this, the whole, they don't want to see the Epstein files, so they're using this as a diversion. It's like, yeah, thank you. I don't think so. The problem with the Epstein files is there's nothing there. There's never been anything there. And it's frustrating because they made promises before the election that, okay, Trump and his team made promises. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And I think once they opened up that can of worms, they realized there's nothing here.
Hey, former Attorney General Eric Holder says that the Democrats need to make packing and rigging the Supreme Court their priority in the next election.
We have a special guest on the phone.
We do.
We do.
It's not Joy Behar, is it?
No.
Okay. Good afternoon. With whom are we speaking?
It's Jacqueline.
Oh, Jacqueline.
Oh, my goodness, Timmy.
It's so good to have our legal representation here.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, I'm finally back. I was out of town all weekend.
Finally.
I heard Montgomery was like the old time corral here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wild West all over again.
There were juveniles there. There were unaccompanied juveniles with weapons there. But I haven't heard a lot. Luckily, Jared was with me, so he didn't have to go work it. But yeah, what a disaster. What a mess. And the mayor does not care.
And those juveniles who had weapons are not in jail now?
I honestly have no information. I don't know. I find it very hard to believe with all the cameras
Yes.
and all the videos and all the TikToks that they don't know who is responsible for this.
Mm-hmm.
But, here's the problem. It's going to be a who shot first, who's shooting who.
Uh-oh.
We're having a technical issue with the.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can. Yeah, much better.
Pamela will tell you I have no volume on my cell phone, guys.
I know. Okay, wait. Is it still the 15th? You're going to get a new one?
Listen, Linda. Yes, it's still the 15th, and I just left the AT&T store. Get this. I had to get a new iPad for Steven because he shattered his on our trip, and it was not his fault. And he was due for an upgrade anyways. So he's getting a new iPad today, thank God, because if he can't play Remy on Roblox, he's going to lose his mind.
Yeah, I know.
But I went
really
to the
easy
AT&T store, and I'm like, hey, do you have any of the phone in stock? Because I've been waiting for mine since September 21st.
Oh, my.
And the guy's like, no. And I'm like, man. So, yeah, I've had no volume on my phone. It's like everybody's a faint whisper ever since the Florida State-Alabama game. Don't ask. I don't know. I don't know what happened. My phone decided to hate me after the game.
Yeah.
Well, it must be a Roll Tide phone. That's all I can think of.
No, I think it was probably.
Yes.
I think I might. I don't know. I'm not going to admit to anything, but I don't remember dropping my phone, and I don't remember being in a torrential downpour with my mom during the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
By the way,
But
we
who
did
knows?
have
The
we
phone
did have
has
rain
been
the other
jacked up
night.
since.
We had a shower,
I mean,
a whole shower.
what here?
Yeah, Uncle Chichi set it up.
Yeah.
He was shirtless and said, I
I
think I'll
was
make it rain.
in Dollywood with the kids this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
How is that?
And okay, I'm going to be very honest here. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the Jacqueline review of Dollywood.
Sure.
I'm not being paid for this promotion either.
Okay.
Okay, it is on par experience-wise with Disney World.
Wow.
I'm not
there
surprised.
are no there are no characters. Okay, they have like little like Dollywood like themed people that like walk around. Like they have a fall festival going on right now. So they had like illuminated like scarecrows. Everything is, I'm not going to say Christian based because there's no flat out like Christian theme, but they had like instrumental Christian music playing in the gift shop. They have a church there that has a church service on Sundays.
They have a gospel
It was
show there too.
Yes, it was not woke at all. Everything was just pure family fun. There's no agenda. I will say I saw more Charlie Kirk shirts in one place than I've ever seen in my entire life, though.
Awesome.
I bet.
It was reasonably priced. It was clean. I would say it's a mixture between Disney World and Six Flags because they have real roller coasters, like,
Oh yeah.
and they have a whole kids section for Lola and Steven's age, and then adult rides. I mean, I was impressed,
You can do it all in one day?
and that's a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I wish we would have gone the 2-day pass
Mm-hmm.
only because it was so much larger, Pamela, than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be this like chintzy little,
Right.
That's what I
Country
picture.
Bear Jamboree, like hokey,
Yeah,
like whatever. It's Dollywood.
But it's a
I
lot
was
of walking.
wrong.
It's a lot of walking because they've got it
I
stretched
did
out.
27,000 steps.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's easy. We went 2 years ago, and
We were there.
yeah, I was
We
going
were
to say,
literally there from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we were rocking till the wheels fall off.
did you see the drone show?
It was great. It makes me question. No, because they didn't have it because they have the fall festival going on.
Okay. Okay.
So the whole park is illuminated at night with these like amazing pumpkin sculptures.
Oh, that's cool.
But
All right, hold
but
on.
I will say this. It makes me question going back to Disney because I
Yeah.
can get the same experience in Dollywood and I know where my money's going
Mm-hmm.
And you're not
and
promoting
I support that message.
their favorite deviations.
Right.
Yeah, I will agree with you, Jacqueline.
Right.
When we
It
went,
was
I was going to say, when we went 2 years ago, that was the impression I got. It's like they have done such a good job of curating that park to make it something for everyone in the family, from the old folks all the way down to
it's
the youngsters.
wonderful.
Yeah, and that's hard to
And
do.
there
You guys
was
are all
things
making
that
me
like
feel bad.
I could. No, there was things that like I wanted to do that I wasn't able to do. Like they have a whole Dolly experience where you can walk through and see like a bunch of Dolly stuff. Which
Mhm.
I had Steven and Lola with me, and if we would have done 2 days, I would have been able to do that. But I didn't want to take time away from them being able to do the fun ride.
Right, right.
It was amazing. The park was, I cannot say enough wonderful things about it. Like we're considering getting season passes.
That's
It
cool.
was that good.
That'd be a
And
good idea.
y'all know I love Disney. Like I went twice in 1 year with
Well,
my kids.
I know. I've done
I've
Disney a
touched on that a
lot.
million times too.
Yeah, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law have
we're
passes.
going to Disney in November.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like the kids don't know it yet, but we're going to Disney in November. So, but I want to go back to Dollywood in December when it's decorated for Christmas.
Oh, I bet that's got to be cool.
Exactly. It's very nice. Yeah.
Anybody want to hear about my idea
know.
for
So it was
Dollywood
well
to
worth
have
it.
to keep adult men occupy the Dolly Parton bounce house? Anybody want to hear about that?
Hey,
Oh, shut up, Greg.
if she,
Only my lawyer can say that and say it with love. It's just an idea.
But I will say the only thing I didn't like, if I had one, and this is going to come across as me being like, wow, Jacqueline, but I like going to Epcot because I can drink around the world. All right, I'm not gonna hide the fact that like if I'm at my kids with Disney, like I need a drink. Dollywood doesn't sell beer or wine or alcohol or anything.
No, they don't.
So you're going to have to like raw dog it if you're going to go with your kids. But they have the best cinnamon bread I've ever had in my entire life.
It's awesome. It's so good. So good.
Jared was like, "Oh, you're going to stand in line for that cinnamon bread?" And I'm like, "This is the only thing that I have heard people talk about is
It's
this
worth
cinnamon
it.
bread from Dollywood."
It's worth it.
You know what I would stand in
It was
line for?
worth
A
every
big
calorie.
bowl full of Jay Quellen's meatballs. That's what I would stand in line for.
Listen, I can make that happen, but like, you know how you go to Disney and you get like a subpar meal for lunch and it's like $175?
Yeah,
And you
I
get, like,
did
a
that.
hot dog with some cold fries.
I'm very like. By the way,
And you're
did
like,
you know?
"Man."
I did a live broadcast from Epcot the day it opened, October 1st, 1982.
Really?
Man, did they take care of us?
Yeah.
And I was married
That's
to that
amazing.
insane second wife of mine. Oh my God.
Uh-oh, we're going down memory lane, Jacqueline.
They put us all up in the Contemporary
Oh,
Hotel.
here we go.
They gave us all $1,000 cards
Oh, wow.
to spend on whatever we
I love
wanted.
the Contemporary.
That's a lot of
Favorite
money back in
birthday.
1983. Yeah.
That was a lot of money. That would be like 3,000.
I mean, the amount of drinks that I could get at Epcot with $1,000 vouchers, I could have like 4 drinks. That would be amazing.
4 drinks for $1,000, huh?
It was
They're expensive.
Yeah, Epcot is like everything's so like. For instance, it would have cost us $200 to have lunch at Disney for a family of 4. I'm not exaggerating. Like if you
Yeah.
sit down and have lunch,
Yeah.
family of 4 at Disney is going to be like $200,
Yep.
$75
Yep.
at Dollywood.
Hey,
That's a lot of money for lunch, but not when you're at a theme park like that. You know,
I think we should start a place
I was impressed.
in the Wetumpka area called Jay Quellenwood. If anybody could
I know we
mastermind
can give
a
out free butt pays.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and Meatball House, and
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
could have
we
an
could-
Adams Drugs location
There you
there.
go, yes.
Meatball,
We could have the cross interrogation
Meatball
ride.
Mansion. Yeah,
Yeah.
we could.
I love
Yeah.
this idea.
But I would have a liquor license.
Absolutely.
I would, because no parent should have to go through an amusement park with their 2 small children without a cocktail. I'm sorry. But no, we had a great time, but we are paying for it today. 'Cause we ended up staying an extra night. Like, don't tell Elmore County School Board. I'm sure they're listening. I let my kids play hooky Monday, and I text messaged Pamela. We went to a cat museum,
Mm-hmm.
and it was amazing.
Oh, a cat
yeah,
museum.
yeah, and I text messaged
It was
Greg,
crazy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
Too.
ahead
Yes,
here.
and the movie made
I can.
because you know she loves cats.
Yes. I just did a noble thing for a cat today, as a matter of fact. But
Well, let me tell you something. There's this app that you have to get that tells you all of the crazy places to stop around the country. And that was on there. So we stopped, and it was well worth the $10 a person.
Wow.
That
loved
is a steal.
that's
cool.
that's a very Griswoldian kind of vacation stop,
Yeah.
don't you think?
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was $10 for the adults, $5 for the kids. All the proceeds went to the local animal shelter that was started by
Really?
the owner, who's now deceased.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's
yes, there
amazing.
were cats there, 3 of them. Jared had to go outside. He said his eyes were burning. I loved the experience. They had mummified and petrified cats in there. I was like, what?
That's wild.
That
Yeah.
the
Salt and
pictures were
pepper
crazy.
shakers.
You know, on the hooky
It
issue,
was wild. It was one of those places you're like, is this a dream?
on the
A
hooky
fever
issue,
dream.
I can't imagine several years down the road when your brilliant son is taking his bar exam and he comes up 1 point short,
It's
and
because
him
of that
saying
day.
it was because of
Because
that day that we stayed at Dollywood. That's
We went
why
to the cat
I didn't
museum.
make it. Yeah.
Listen,
The cat museum
here's the
ruined my
thing,
life.
guys. My kids don't ever miss school. I'm a huge proponent of like education, get them there. But my kids, no offense to any teacher out there, y'all do a wonderful job. But I felt like a homeschool parent for a day. Like they got to go to the Smoky National Forest. They
Mhm.
went to the cat museum. You know, we did educational stuff, and they were having a great time. So they missed a day of school.
I think it's good to miss
Okay.
school for real life like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Yeah, and, like,
and with
I'll
cultural
never have
experiences
that
like
day
that.
back.
Look, my dad, till the day he passed, was grateful to me for one thing more than anything else beyond having a good life. And that was the fact that I remembered all of our family trips. And I remembered things he didn't. And he said, you know, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I made a lot of sacrifices to give you guys that. And just to know that you remember them and remember the great times you had, worth every penny, worth all the blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is awesome.
On a different note, Greg, I just want to let everybody know that the puck drops at 4. Hockey is now back.
Well, the Yankees are playing tonight. I'll get back to
Jacqueline, I have to ask you a question about Dollywood.
Obnoxious for the next 200 days.
I have to ask you a question about Dollywood. We just had a caller call and say that she went to Dollywood some years back and they experienced an actual train robbery that was set up. Did you guys do that?
Okay. We did not have a robbery on our train, but I will tell you.
And just go downtown here and not have
history
to.
of like how Dollywood. just get carjacked in Montgomery.
Yeah.
Don't go to Dollywood for that. They have a train, like a real life like locomotive
Steam
that
train,
you get to ride through the park. And it's super cool. And I'm sure that they do stuff like that throughout the year. But we didn't have that this time. They do different things like throughout the year to make it interesting. But they tell you the story about like how Dollywood became Dollywood. And part of it was because of that train on that track and who owned it beforehand. Like it was a working location for the train stop at one point. But we did not have a robbery on our train, but we did ride the train, and I will send you the video.
Okay.
Yeah, years ago,
It
Dollywood.
was super cool. Like, I probably liked it more than the kids.
Years ago, Dollywood was called Gold Rush Junction, and it was like a Western themed.
Yeah, something like that.
And then it became Silver Dollar City in the 1980s, and 1970s into the 80s, where they were showing you different types of old crafts, how to make things the old-fashioned way. And then Dolly bought it, became Dollywood, and they still have some of that incorporated. I bet they do that train robbery during the summertime, probably. But I agree with you. They do different things at different times.
Well, you're all telling great stories here.
Craftsman Alley.
Yeah, Craftsman Alley was part of Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, and they have a blacksmith that you can go and see how they make. Still, they have a glass blowing. They have candle making.
I
it's
love
a really
blacksmith.
cool educational experience. So it's not just fun.
Well, we got to pay the
It
bills.
was really cool.
I think Greg is trying to get us all to shut up because we're way behind on commercials.
Way behind. That was 10 minutes ago. We were way behind.
He's like, no,
Now we're lost.
Shush.
No, I was just
You'll
saying.
make it up. All right, I'm going to get the kids.
No,
I'm going to get the kids.
Not until I.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
No, fine.
Hang on.
No,
he's got
I
one more
was just
thing.
going to say, I'm glad you've had these great experiences, you and Master Thespian and Dollywood and all that. But neither one of you has ever had Dolly Parton take you by the hand, look up at you with her big blue eyes and all that cleavage as you're on stage, using every ounce of your strength to not explode into a diarrhea mess and
Poor
ask,
Joe
"Are you
Biden."
okay, honey?" I wouldn't trade all the rides in Dollywood for that moment because it's true.
Greg, we call that pulling a Biden.
Huh?
We call that now pulling a Biden.
Ooh, is that what that is? I was ahead of my time then, wasn't it? You know that whole story. I'm not gonna.
All right, well, I'm going to go get these kids because I don't know if you heard me when I said puck drops at 4.
Yep.
So I'm running a little tardy to the party.
I just want to double check and make sure it was puck and not a word that
tomorrow.
rhymes with it. I'm having trouble getting a word in as edgewood.
Wait a minute. This is your show.
You've
right?
heard the Dolly Parton story, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I read it. Would
Want
you
to hear it again?
You can always tell a story.
After this break, how about you tell us again?
No, I'm gonna.
We're going to have all our advertisers calling us up going, hey, y'all shut up.
I shouldn't feel ashamed because I had the Dolly Parton bounce house for adult men.
That was a good
idea.
That was good. That was a good joke. That
Guys
was.
need to have those.
It's a visual thing. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel would approve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be on the Man Show, and that's how they'd end the Man Show.
Exactly. You know, that idiot. Who is he having on as a guest? No, it's Colbert.
Yeah, they were.
I've got this sheet here.
They
somewhere.
were on each other's shows.
Well, they did that,
Kimmel-
but I'm talking about like Colbert. I don't know why CBS is keeping that show on life support.
Well, because the ratings are plummeting. Kimmel's ratings have plummeted severely from last week.
Oh, 85%.
I know, it's crazy.
85%. Aren't you glad you won that one, Jimmy? You and your loser audience.
Yeah, it's just a matter of
Mental
time.
Patience.
Just a matter of time.
All right, we are so far behind now. We have some catching up to do, but I love it. Hearing from Jake Quellen and her stories.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She is, you know what? She may be the female heir apparent to Clark Griswold. Except she gets more things right than he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about money. Let's talk specifically about my friend Morris Capuano.
Absolutely.
Who makes the American dream come true for people every day. Call 409-9300. First of all, if you're going to go house shopping and the market's getting in much better shape, interest rates are coming down, property values, before there's an explosion, you may want to get ahead of the curve and take a look, because there's some excellent properties out there now, but you're always better shopping with a pre-approval for whatever amount of money you think you might need. Talk to Morris Capuano and get that 409-9300. When you make an offer on a house and you have that letter from Morris, they're going to take you seriously. Maybe you are happy with the place and the mortgage rate you have currently, but you'd like to make a major home improvement. Call Morris at 409-9300. He'll get you taken care of. Maybe you've got a business you've always wanted to launch, but you need some money to start that. Again, same guy, same number, 409-9300. And for investment purposes as well, he, in his partnership with Troy Bank and Trust, has statewide access to their resources to help you make your American dream come true. So reach out. They're an equal housing lender, member FDIC, and MLS number 88697. And by the way, their charter prohibits them from being bought, sold, or merged. So Troy Bank and Trust is here for the long haul, just like Mo. Great guy, 409-9300. Traffic time and Salem Area Network News coming up.
Well, right now we had an accident at Mobile Highway near Falmer Parkway. That is in Hope Hall, right before I-65. If you are headed outbound from Montgomery, please use caution there. Other than that, we're seeing steadily building traffic all over the area, including I-65 and 85, the boulevards. Buckle up. We'll keep you updated when accidents happen. High school students get a head start on college with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Over 400 students are taking advantage of this program. Registration going on now for the spring of 2026. Go to trentumstate.edu/dual enrollment for more information. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
It's the 72nd Alabama National Fair through Monday the 13th. This Sunday night, the fair proudly presents a true American icon, Lee Greenwood.
His truth is march.
Lee Greenwood will bring the Coliseum to its feet with a powerful salute to our hometown heroes.
I'm proud to be an American.
Everyday military, active and retired, and active first responders get in free at the fair. But on this special evening of recognizing our hometown heroes and unforgettable music, you won't want to miss it. And here's the best part. This special concert is free with fair admission to everyone else. Lee Greenwood in concert Sunday night at 7 p.m. Presented by the Porch Band of Creek Indians. Save time, skip the lines, get your tickets in advance at Ticketmaster. The 72nd Alabama National Fair now through Monday the 13th. Sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Montgomery, Coca-Cola, and HMMA.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and healthcare to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Are you ready for some football? Whether you yell War Eagle or Roll Tide, if you're fourth and goal, then it's time you call in a special team, Alabama Home Mortgage. I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage, where we make mortgages easy. With a starting lineup like ours, you can rest assured that you are dealing with the MVPs of the mortgage industry here at Alabama Home Mortgage. Do you feel like you're being blocked on every play? Take a time out and make the call that will change it all. Call Alabama Home Mortgage at 567-4223, or you can visit our website, myalabamahomemortgage.com. Together, we can create the playbook that will lead to your financial victory. Don't let the clock run out. Call Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223, or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. 567-4223. Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. War Eagle, Roll Tide. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
And now a star is born. On October 7th, 1955, the world welcomed the future famous cello player, Yo-Yo Ma.
Congratulations, it's a boy. What are you going to name him?
Yo-Yo Ma.
I asked his name, not what his first words will be.
Yo-Yo Ma, a star is born.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Time to tell.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump is warning there may be no back pay for federal workers during a shutdown. That would be a reversal of what's been a longstanding policy for some 750,000 furloughed employees. National Guard members from Texas are at an Army training center in Illinois. It's the most visible sign yet of the administration's plan to deploy troops to the Chicago area despite a lawsuit and vigorous opposition from Democrat leaders. Peace talks between Israel and Hamas have resumed in Egypt. It was the second day of talks today, taking place on the 2-year anniversary of the bloody Hamas terrorist attack on Israel that killed some 1,200 people and triggered the ongoing war. The talks focusing on a plan proposed by President Trump to try and end the fighting. At the close on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down by about 92 points. The NASDAQ off today, 153. This is SRN News.
If you are 65 or older, you know this, inflation is hitting everyone hard right now, especially when it comes to healthcare. Over the last 10 years, healthcare costs have skyrocketed by, get this, 230%. If you have Medicare Parts A and B, you know there are still out-of-pocket expenses like deductibles and co-payments, and they really add up. But here's some good news. MediShare 65 Plus is designed to fill in those gaps and help protect you from rising healthcare costs. At only $99 per month up to age 75, you get peace of mind at a price you can afford. And MediShare, it's a community of people helping each other, business owners, pastors, retirees. People love it. MediShare 65 Plus just makes sense. To learn more, give them a call. They're great to talk to. They'll offer to pray with you each time you call too. Call now. 833-SHARE-55. That's 833-SHARE-55. 833-SHARE-55.
It's National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. A day to tell those who hurt you that it's okay. Like your roommate who never refills the Brita pitcher. Your husband who said $118 is too much for yoga pants from Lululemon. Your teen who never resets the mirrors after borrowing the car. Your coworker who reheats fish in the break room microwave. The guy at the gym who didn't wipe down the leg press. Those 2 shirtless D-bags who take up the whole park to play ultimate frisbee. And of course, your wife. All she had to do was say, yes, honey, your old high school football jersey still fits. Instead, she laughed. National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. Forgive today. Except for your neighbor who parks a Cybertruck in front of your house. Screw that guy.
14 after 4 o'clock. Speaking of forgiveness, among the people I find near impossible to forgive are people like And I'm reading this liberal gibberish about the problems here in Montgomery and all the blue cities.
Yep.
The problem is they're all run by Democrats. Can we at least acknowledge that every major city in this country, excepting Dallas, I think, run by Democrats, and they're all crazy towns, and they're crime-infested nut houses with failing schools and everything else. So don't go blaming anybody but yourself. If you're a Democrat, you're the problem because you've stood by and listened to all the pipe dreams and the beazle schmeazit from people like Obama and Biden. They don't want smart people. They don't want anybody that can challenge them. And that's what they're getting in these blue city schools, if they even stay in long enough to graduate. They can't read, they can't do math.
Well,
but let's close all the exceptional schools, the magnet schools, for kids that really want to learn and become somebody.
Because they're unfair.
No,
Those
is that what
magnet
it
schools
is?
are unfair.
Life ain't fair, right? I mean,
anybody who tells you different is trying to sell you something.
best graduation speech I ever heard was my daughter's high school.
Mm-hmm.
And the principal congratulated the students and said all of that. But he said, you must remember something as you move forward. Life is not fair.
Yep.
Life cannot be made fair.
Nope. No matter what you do.
Many of you are going to have spectacular successes. Some of you will be the beneficiaries of good fortune and circumstances, and some of you won't. That's the way it is.
Yep.
So he was preparing them for all realities. He wasn't discouraging them, but he was giving them maybe the most important advice they needed that day.
Yeah.
People that stolen valor, and Dick Blumenthal, who for whatever reason Democrats keep electing in Connecticut. I guess they have no shame there.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi was in Congress testifying today, and
yeah,
they had a little exchange. I want to listen.
Share
in.
it. Share it. Share it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm sorry. I'm still recovering from Dollywood.
Yeah, while you're doing the sharing thing, apparently she's having some issues, some health issues with a kidney stone problem.
Pam Bondi?
So, no,
Dolly
Dolly
Parton.
Parton.
Oh.
Dolly Parton. Her sister has posted for people to keep her in their prayers because she's having some struggles with this medical issue.
You know, she is the most beloved celebrity in America.
I agree.
They do that
I
survey
agree.
every year,
Mhm.
and she beats the field
She's a
by
national treasure.
because she's nice,
Mm-hmm.
she's wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
And she doesn't pick sides. She's fair to everybody.
Yeah.
I loved her comment when people were asking her about Black Lives Matter. She says, well, the thing about Black Lives Matter, why should we think that our white butts matter more than anybody else's? It's like, that's a perfect answer to that. Perfect answer to that. Very diplomatic.
Well, look what happened to, not that I'm going to stand up and defend Hillary Clinton, but look what happened to her during the George Floyd thing when
Yeah.
she made the mistake of saying all lives matter. She found out real fast that's not the party line. That's not what we're smoking here.
Yeah.
So, but
Anyway, you got that set up to share?
yes, it's ready to go. And this guy is just another despicable piece of crap Democrat.
Join me in supporting that kind of reform.
Senator Blumenthal, I find it so interesting that you didn't bring any of this up during President Biden's administration when he was doing everything to protect Hunter Biden, his son. And I think you just saw what Director Radcliffe just released.
You know, this is an effort to be
Information.
positive.
If I can
and
finish answering the question,
Oh,
I'm not
see,
gonna yell
this is
over you.
how the-
I'm not going to get in the gutter with you. But information.
There you go. Good work.
Information that the Biden administration told them not to investigate Hunter Biden's involvement with Ukraine. And I'm not going to be lectured to you about integrity
another topic,
by
and I'm hoping
someone
that you will review
who
these
lied about
legislative
being in the military just
and
to be
support
elected
them.
a senator.
Wow.
Yeah, she let him have it.
Period.
There's also something else coming out that the CIA was told to sit on a report.
Yes.
That came out in 2015.
Oh, yeah.
about the
They're
Biden
just scratching.
family's
This is going to be
connections.
coming out by the shovelful.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that's finally being released.
And
that,
by the way, for everybody who thought Obamacare was a good thing, not only have they're going to be doubling premium prices for that
Yeah,
next
I
year,
know.
it continues to be a wasteful drain on resources and
oh yeah,
becoming very much the albatross. And John McCain spin in your grave, pal, because you're the guy that promised to rescind it. And when the time came and you were the deciding vote, you didn't.
Yep.
You should never be forgiven. I'm forgiven for goodness sake.
And
right?
there are people who are losing their jobs because the companies are saying, we can't afford to pay this much. So we can't afford to pay your health care, their portion that they have to pay. And so they're just telling people, see ya.
You know,
Health insurance is a scam. Can we
Oh,
all
yeah.
just
well,
agree?
I agree with you.
I mean, across the board.
And it was bad before the government got involved in
Yeah.
messing it up.
The
the
government,
government just makes things worse.
government involvement has never improved anything.
No.
Yes. Well, and TRICARE with the military is horrible.
Well,
Horrible.
I mean, the fact that there's such a narrow scope of places that you can use it.
Yeah.
And so my ex-husband is still military. So my kids have TRICARE and we live here and they have to go to Maxwell. And that is just
an ordeal. Because you got to
we
make the
don't
appointment.
live
You gotta,
there.
I know.
Like, I don't have an ID anymore. I had to go and get a different kind of ID to be able to bring my kids who are still dependents on base
Even
for
though
their
you're-
care.
Even though you're a veteran.
Oh yeah, I have veteran on my license, but I
Wow.
separated from the military. I didn't retire. So I don't have an ID, like
Yeah.
a military ID anymore.
Well, because you're no longer reserve or any of that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just, it is so inconvenient to like not be able to have a hometown doctor
Yeah.
and just have to go all the
Yeah.
way to Montgomery when we live up in the country.
Yeah.
Like I can't just pick a place for them to go. And then if we have to do anything urgent care wise or go and see a specialist,
It's expensive.
it's annoying. Well, I mean, no, it's
You
all
know-
covered, but there's paperwork on the back end and
Mm.
all the,
People forget that health care provided by employers was a perk.
Yeah.
To get people to take a job with the company. It
Yeah.
was not a requirement. And eventually a lot of companies began offering it because they were losing good people because of that one benefit that was offered. But it was never the law. I was 34 years old and I didn't even know I had health insurance until I got a thing in my eye driving my convertible. And it was such a nightmare, just this little fleck of whatever it was, that I had to go see an ophthalmic surgeon and have my head put in a vice, my eyes forced open,
Ugh.
frozen by some spray, so we could go in with these things and
pick it out.
remove it from the little lens or wherever.
Yikes.
Media cure. And I would have paid anything to get that thing out, but it was like, this is in a while back in the 80s. And I paid the bill. And the next day, our station controller, and we didn't have HR, because if you had your feelings hurt, they were yours to deal with. Said, you have coverage for something like that. Give me the paperwork. And I got like most of it back. It wasn't this electronic thing where, they check to see what your benefits are and blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's more convenient, but I also think that's part of the cost. I don't know. But it's way, way, way out of control.
Yeah.
And
there's also the fact that there are way more costs and higher costs when you have insurance than when you don't. When you go to the hospital and you get a bill and you don't have insurance, it's somehow much cheaper.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know. It's weird. But part of the problems that hospitals are having right now are people that aren't insured that are coming in the door because they're obligated by law to treat those people.
Well, we had Dr. Thrasher on yesterday, and I asked him right on the radio, is it true that one of the reasons Jackson is on the edge of going out of business is because of healthcare expenses to illegals? And they go in by the family, not one at a time, to the ER because they know the law requires them to be treated just for basic medical services. Meanwhile, people who do have emergencies, that's why the ER was created. For people who are like bleeding or unconscious. It's been so abused. And yet the Democrats are shutting the government down so that they can get another $1 trillion to pay for the healthcare costs of people that don't belong here in the first place.
Doesn't make sense.
That's not defensible to me
Doesn't make
on any
sense.
level. So, I have another clip we're going to share here in just a minute. And yeah, I guess Frida Parton is asking for prayers for Dolly.
Yeah.
She's got mine. Really terrific woman. I'm going to find the picture of all of us at this event.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody
Please
looks
do.
good. I mean, it's a pretty wretched looking group of people because we were all pretty wasted by the time this picture was taken. But it backs up my story. So that I didn't make the whole Pardon Me thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is better for your self-esteem than feeling like you're going to explode in front of a major celebrity.
Well, and the crowd, and I mean, everybody.
In white jeans.
Mm.
What kind of an idiot wears white jeans anyway? I mean, you can
That's
have all
risky.
kinds of
I was
spills.
going to say,
So
That's
risky.
coffee.
his
Oh,
name,
sure.
his name was Greg Budell,
Mhm.
but it was fashionable back then. Hey, I confess, I wore leisure suits when they were in style and vogue, and I probably have a picture of me somewhere. In the
I
Leisure
did too during
suits?
that 6 month.
What does a
suit.
leisure suit
It's
look
made
like?
of polyester,
Yeah.
has wide lapels. You wear it with an open
Okay, I
collar
can
shirt.
picture this now. Yes.
Same color, usually a pastel, like light blue or
Yeah.
light green.
That was
lime
my
green.
color, leisure suit.
Sometimes you had flaring, the pants had flares at
Yes,
the
I
bottom.
can picture this.
And
My
yeah.
generation's leisure suit is a velour juicy tracksuit.
Yep. 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 So just think of that everybody had one. I
Yep.
had one. Mine was light blue. And boy,
Man.
I looked handsome in that.
I got another clip I want to play, but we do have to take a break here. We got to check in with Skipper in the traffic dungeon, and I want to take everybody car shopping.
Ooh, what have they got for sale? I bet they sold a bunch this past weekend.
They have, yet their inventory of vehicles. Sometimes they'll have no cars under 10,000 at
Yeah.
Jack Ingram Signature Used Cars, and sometimes they'll have a bunch. It depends on what kind of inventory is available, because nothing is going on their lot unless it meets their very high standard for resale. I'm an 8-time customer, and I've watched them in action over there,
Mhm.
taking in trades, and the process the cars have to go through before they'll even consider reselling them. They do not want losers. So if it's got a bad Carfax report, gone.
Yeah.
If the mechanics say, oh, there's this issue and that issue, sometimes they will take care of those things. But if it's a complete engine type of thing,
Yeah.
and doom is inevitable, no, the car will go away.
Yeah.
They're just not interested in reselling somebody else's troubles.
Well, and it saves them some trouble and headache too, because they don't want customers that are having problems coming back to them, and they don't want customers to be bad mouthing them.
Right.
You know, they don't like that reputation. Their reputation is good. I'm driving one of their cars now. We've had it for, I think, 7 years now.
Wow.
And hadn't had problems with it.
Yeah, I've almost paid off my Rogue. I think I have 2 more payments left on it. I'm
Yeah.
kind of excited about that. And I'd go back and buy another one, but
Well,
I love the car I've got.
Yeah. So, well, I'm planning when this one finally dies, that's where I'm going to Jack Ingram to buy another one, because I had such a good experience with it.
Sedans, coupes, SUVs, trucks. They got a 2004. This is a classic Chevy Silverado 2500 HDL.
Ooh.
$99.99.
Wow.
Hyundai makes some really awesome sedans. There's a 2014 Hyundai Sonata GLS, $99.99. So there's a number of selections right now under 10. But for whatever you want to spend, you want to take a look at certified pre-owned
Yeah.
Porsches. They have those too,
Oh,
with
yeah.
discounts up to $15,000.
Oh, yeah.
Visit everything at one location online, Jack Ingram Signature UsedCars.com. 25 lending partners, all credit scores are welcome. Just get yourself in, because it's always time to love what you drive. Now let's see how we're driving. That's Skipper's gig.
Well, we have either an accident or disabled vehicle. It is on the ramp, right at the top of the ramp from 85 northbound to 65 southbound as you go up over the flyover ramp. Please use caution there. Had an accident earlier, Mobile Highway at Falmouth Parkway. That is out right near I-65 on Mobile Highway. Please use caution there. Very busy everywhere else this afternoon. Thompson Tractors extended the Workhorse special through the end of the year. You can get 0% financing. That's for up to 36 months on a new 255 compact track loader with 3-year warranty. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Taylor Road. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. What is a smart way to buy a house in today's market? Now is a good time to buy since we now have a more balanced market than we've had in years. Here are the steps. First step, get pre-qualified with an experienced local lender. It costs you nothing to find out firsthand whether you can qualify for a home and how much that home loan will cost. Second step, hire a local realtor with lots of experience that can guide you, advise you, and be your advocate. We call those buyer agents. Third step, decide what your wants and needs have to be. Bedrooms, baths, floor plan, location, and skill zones. Fourth, ask your realtor to line up homes that fit your price category and your location needs. Fifth, start actually looking inside these homes and see what is available and the cost of each property. For all of this information and step-by-step approach, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group at 221-2883 or 551-0225.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99. And that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Here at Adams Drugs, we let our customers do the talking. I'm here with Ronnie Taunton, who was a longtime customer of Adams Drugs, moved away for 3 years and came back to town recently. Ronnie, what did you do for another pharmacy when you moved out of town?
When we moved to Fairhope, we were looking for a local. We did not want to go to a big box store. And we did find one, but the service was not up to par. Adams Drug really spoiled us.
What was it like to come back to Adams Drugs again?
It was very easy. We picked up the phone when we got back, came up to Prattville and called the branch there in Prattville, and they took that phone call and did the rest of it. We didn't have to do a thing. It was very simple. We're glad to be back with them. They're so efficient and customer service oriented.
Come in to any of our 12 Adams Drugs locations. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net to find the location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It's Johnny from Sinclair's on Bond Road. We've been in business almost 30 years.
Sinclair's East. Vaughn Ed Taylor.
I think if you hadn't tried us, you should give us a try. We've got a great menu, offered anything from chicken fingers, wings, salads, fajitas. At lunchtime, we do great country lunch with different vegetables and different meats every day.
Sinclair's, where you get great sandwiches and our daily meat and 3 special at lunch, to great pasta, chicken, steaks, and seafood for dinner.
Our most popular items are, we got a soup called shoe crab soup, which is extremely popular. We've got a bunch of pasta dishes, which people love. Mediterranean chicken is my favorite.
Sinclair's.
We do live music, light stuff on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then on Fridays and Saturdays, maybe 3-piece bands or 4-piece bands.
Come see why Sinclair's has seen lesser restaurants come and go over the years. Johnny Sullivan Sinclair's at the corner of Vaughn and Taylor. Find them on Facebook at Sinclair's East. Google search Sinclair's Restaurant. Sinclair's.
Hi, I'm Paul Doe. Me and my wife Jessica own the Seafood Bistro over here in Perry Hill and Carmichael. We've been advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting for going on 3 years now. It has been a great turnout. It's been a pleasure partnering with a local company like Blue Water. And if you have your own business, I suggest teaming up with a partner like Blue Water Broadcasting. It's a local company that helps local businesses.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
It used to be people thought social networking was a great way to reach out to your friends and reconnect with old acquaintances. But now we know social networking is really just about showing how awesome your life is and rubbing everyone else's face in it.
Hanging on the beach with a margarita. Wish you were here.
but not really.
But this need to tell everyone you know what you're doing and posting a picture has created a new malaise, chronic narcissism.
Selfie in the bathroom mirror. Looking good.
Now, there's Narcissistics Anonymous, a place where Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram addicts get brought back to reality.
Hi, my name's Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. Whatever.
I have over 2,500 friends on Facebook.
Caitlin, the only reason you have that many friends is you show cleavage in your profile pic.
That's not true.
It's a hard reality to face when people discover they're really not all that interesting, but it's something they have to know.
So people really don't want to see my awesome kids at the ball game?
Not really. No.
What about a pic of the meal I'm having?
Bill, stop.
Narcissistics Anonymous, conquering the addiction to self-important social networking, one self-centered person at a time.
I went, and I'm better. It's 4:35 on News Talk 93.1 FM. Greg Goodell, co-host Pamela Dubuque, and the one and only, and I mean the one and only, Warhawk himself, Master Thespian.
Well, thank you all. Thank you all, Mr. Goodell.
Hey,
greetings and felicitations to everyone. O'Gilligan. Right.
The movie Maven will not be able to join us tonight.
Oh, okay.
But you wanted to talk about vampire movies.
Yeah.
I watched one, Catherine Deneuve.
The Hunger?
And and Susan Sarandon before she became an a-hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
I haven't seen it in a while, but it's a good movie. You know.
Now, there's nudity in that film.
Oh, there's nudity in
They
a lot of horror
all
movies.
have nudity.
I mean, Fright Night has nudity.
We talked about this. It's a given.
One of my favorite movies, the Francis Ford Coppola, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Gary Oldman does Dracula, and he is really good.
Gary
Really
Oldman's
good.
an awesome actor,
Yeah.
period. I can't think of anything
Yeah.
he's been in that I've seen that I didn't like.
But there's a lot of nudity in that one.
It's never men, though.
No, it's not.
And it shouldn't be. We're disgusting naked. So
Yeah,
you'll just have
boobs
to
look better.
Yeah.
come on.
And of course, the
I mean, even Susan, as much as I despise her currently because she's an
Yeah.
off the wall libtard,
her aptitude for motherhood is doubly manifest. How about that?
yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
With all those big words.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like the. I agree with you that the original Dracula from the 30s with Bela Lugosi. That's the standard that everybody needs to look at because it's the best movie. It's the best one.
Can we talk about bosoms?
Yes, let's talk about bosoms.
Because many times on the show I've said they really are the key to all the world's problems. Because if women just walked around topless, men would be too. They'd all turn into Sunny.
Oh yeah.
Who wants war?
Because we're like, hey, whoa, hey.
But I saw an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. And as much as Larry David's a 24 karat a-hole in real life, in this episode, there's a crowd gathered and somebody is there signing for the deaf. But the woman that's doing the signing, I mean, she would make Dolly look like an underdeveloped teen. She's got these massive breasts. And there's a sequence where every guy in the crowd, there's a ceremony going on, a wedding ceremony. The woman signing the ceremony, everybody's and all the women are getting pissed off because the guys are staring at her, jiggling around during the signing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny, but it's true. That's how we're wired.
Yeah.
Is I wrong?
No, I mean it's
No.
part of that human instinct to how should I say this? Be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, it's a
You know, that's-
biology thing.
Yeah, that we want to mate with someone that we want to mate with, and that's a certain part of that whole attractiveness factor that attracts you to someone that you want to make babies with.
He makes it
I don't even have that biological urge, and I notice.
Yeah.
He makes it
because
all
when
sound
someone
so.
is very nicely shaped, you're like, wow, that looks really good.
I know. How can you not?
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, dresses and blouses are made to help accentuate that part of the human anatomy, you know?
Jonas Next Hour, when we talk about the female bottom.
But even, well, think about even babies. What are babies fixated on? You know, they've got that urge
Well, they
to,
need to eat.
well,
Yeah,
and that's
but they
it.
know how to find
But
it.
they know how to find it.
Yeah.
And they
You know?
seem to love it once they're at the table, so to speak.
Absolutely. So it's something. It's part of our biological makeup.
Let's see what Dennis has to say about boobs.
Hello.
Dennis.
Kidding, Dennis. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
He's calling out a horror movie.
Absolutely. How can it be the most natural thing? I mean, absolutely. A dark comedy horror movie. Roman Polanski and the late Sharon Tate, The Fearless Vampire Killers.
Yes,
We
I talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday.
Miss Murray brought it up during her segment. Yes, and I have not seen it. I don't know what the deal is with Roman Polanski. He was kept out of the country for years because of some kind of a child sex or rape issue. I'm not really sure how that was ultimately resolved. I don't think he wanted to come back here and face trial. So he may have been permanently exiled in Europe. I don't know, but that I'm hearing so much about that film. I'm actually interested.
I know. As soon as she said Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate, I was like, Cameron's putting this on the list.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
He texted me and said, I did. I'm like, I know.
It's not so much of a. It was the way it was shot and the way it was done. It was. It's a dark comedy. It's a satire, really. But it's really good.
I like that.
Sharon Tate she just shines in the movie. She was so pretty.
You know, I really didn't know anything about her until she was murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a couple more movies. She did Valley of the Dolls and one other one.
That I did see.
She did a movie with
time.
With Dean Martin, one of the Matt Helm movies.
Okay, Matt Helm. God, those were well. When you were a curious teenage boy, you could see a little.
Yeah, and she did some comic stuff in that movie, and it was pretty good. Now, was the Fearless Vampire Killers released before she died or after?
That's a good question. I know that not too long after that movie was shot, that incident did happen in L.A. So
yeah.
I don't know if they released it posthumously or not. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Dennis, thank you for the call.
Thanks, Dennis.
Have a good day, guys.
Yep.
Nice to talk about something other than scumbag politicians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Joel.
Joel.
Hey, you talk about the female body. Church of Christ preacher told me one time that if you see a pretty woman and you think about her, that that's not a sin. That when you dwell on that sin, that if a bird flies, can't help it. But if you let it land in your hair, then yes, you can help that.
Yeah,
that's true.
He just told me I'm healthy.
It's kind of like that story in the Bible with David and Bathsheba. You know, him looking at Bathsheba really wasn't a problem, but the fact that he said, "Hey, honey, come on over here, let's have some fun," that's where he got into trouble.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you women get us in trouble all the time.
Oh my God, they're the biggest troublemakers on the planet.
Hey,
but we
have
them.
We have to have willpower now. I mean, we don't get into any trouble we don't want to get into.
Hey, look at this. Somebody from the planet Krypton just landed in the co-host seat over here.
Exactly.
We don't get in any trouble we don't want to get into.
Yeah.
There you have it.
You know what? Hey, if it wasn't for women, there'd be a lot more men killed.
That's a horrible thought.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joel, for the reminder. And let's go to Jeff before we go to the traffic dungeon. Jeff.
A good movie, Salem's Lot.
Oh, yes.
Actually, I thought the book
David
was much
Soul.
better.
The books are always better.
Yeah, the books are always better. But
young Lance Kerwin.
Yeah.
I mean, next to The Exorcist, Salem's Lot was the scariest book I've ever read. And when I wasn't reading
The
it, I
movie
kept
was
it in the
good.
drawer.
The movie was real good.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned Matt Helm a while ago.
Yeah.
That was one of Chuck Norris's first movies, and he was supposed to kick over Dean Martin's head, and Dean Martin didn't duck.
Oh, ouch.
Full contact.
Ouch. Yeah, I bet he didn't do that again.
Dean was probably boozed out a little bit when they were shooting that.
He
And
probably skipped and got really skipped after that.
He was self-anesthetized. Yeah.
Read the book, Secret of Inner Strength. It's great.
all righty.
Cool.
We appreciate the call.
Yeah.
We got nothing. We're not fixed on one topic today.
Did you ever see that movie that George Hamilton did, Love at First Bite?
Oh, wait a minute. Look who's on TV. Meathead.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner. Democracy will be gone in a year. You asshole. The guy that was with the auto pen was the closest we've come to losing democracy. Shut the F up. How many years does that guy get to spew his bullcrap and still can't get it?
You know he's got a movie in the theater, right? That's the reason why he is showing up. He's trying to get people.
He's just beyond pathetic. Just beyond pathetic.
Yeah.
And you know what? Archie Bunker was right.
You are a meathead.
Off to the traffic dungeon at 444.
Well, we have a 2-vehicle accident on the flyover ramp from I-85 southbound to 65 southbound. It is against the left wall there as you go around the flyover ramp. Please use caution there. It is backing traffic up on 85 southbound. Other than that, we're not looking too bad right now. Light to mostly moderate traffic everywhere. We had a minor accident right near Wetumpka on 231 earlier, but that one we believe has already moved out of the way. Buckle up. We will keep you updated. Haynes Ambulance, there for you both on the ground and in the air. From a simple patient transport to life or death situations, Haynes is ready at a moment's notice. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
The Alabama Attorney General's office announced this week the sentencing of a former Alabama Medicaid employee. Natalie Lewis was sentenced to 10 years in prison by Montgomery County Circuit Judge Brooke Reed. Lewis pleaded guilty to theft by deception. She was first charged this past August for approving fraudulent payments within the Medicaid system over the course of 5 years. That totaled more than $100,000 that Lewis then went on to use personally. Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall said that public employees hold a position of trust, and when that trust is violated and taxpayer money is stolen, there must be consequences. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Some of the greatest blessings is just having the people that care about you, to have someone that's just going to love you and make you feel important. They encourage you to be in church. They encourage you to be in prayer. They encourage you to be in your Bible. Now it's a part of my day every day. My house parents planted seeds in me that you can see where those seeds have sprouted in my life and helped change my life.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
The classroom schedule at Geneva Public Schools will be modified this coming Wednesday after a first grader at the school was killed in a traffic crash. All schools will dismiss early on Wednesday so that students, teachers, and staff can attend the funeral services for 6-year-old Finn Free. Those services will be in the afternoon at Eno Baptist Church in Covington County. 9-year-old Jones Ann Kane was also killed in that crash. She attended op schools, which are out today while funeral services are being held. Rock the South has revealed its new lineup for the new location to be held in Decatur this coming 2026. The music festival will be in June of next year and include Jason Aldean, Riley Green, Brantley Gilbert, Travis Tritt, the Costellos, and many, many more. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The Haunting on the Harriet II Riverboat is coming October 25th. Dress up in your most scariest costume, bring your partner, and dance the night away on the Alabama River. The Spirited Cruise includes live entertainment, spooky drink specials from the Cash Bar, delicious snacks, and a costume contest with prizes for the best. You must be 21 to board. Get ready to party. Book your haunting cruise on the Harriet II at funinmontgomery.com today.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
The best pizza buffet in town just got better. In October, Pizza Perfect is rolling back the price to 2010. This month only, the buffet is only $10. Included on the buffet is pizza, spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink. Get it for lunch Monday through Saturday and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. If you've never been to Pizza Perfect, now's a great time to go. $10 for the buffet. Pizza Perfect. Available for pickup and delivery. Pizza Perfect on Coliseum Boulevard, Eastwood.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. If you're headed to the Alabama National Fair tonight, your chances of encountering a shower are very small indeed. Should be fairly comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 69. Another warm day tomorrow, Wednesday, with a high up to about 87. And the rain chances a little bit better. Random scattered spotty showers here and there. And those small rain chances may carry into part of Thursday. Thursday's high 81. Then some real deal fall air later in the week. An important cold front is on the way. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I am Jeff Bezos. You'll excuse me if I dispense with my usual pleasantries and salutations because you've got a job to do. Prime Day starts tomorrow. Come on, time to roll up your sleeves and rise to the challenge of making me the world's richest man. You see, I'm tired of being the thirsty third behind Elon Musk's sloppy seconds and Larry Ellison's filthy firsts. Is it too much to ask that you drop a measly grand on some trinkets and widgets and gizmos in order that we all can raise our voices together and chant as one? I'm number one! I'm number one! Come on, people, louder. I'm number one! I'm number one! LFG!
Speaking of Bezos story, Amazon has now removed guns from the James Bond cover set.
Yeah. Why?
You think that's going to change what happened here, Mr. Bezos? You well-intended knucklehead. How does somebody get that rich and be that naive? By the way, there was a press conference on the Saturday night shooting, and there was really no new information. There are 5 people still in critical conditions. Police are seeking multiple persons of interest. This probably will take some time.
Well, and here's what I'm wondering too. People who are witnesses, people who know who these people are, I'm wondering if they're going to talk because they're probably afraid if they talk, if they give information that somebody will kill them. You know?
Yeah.
That's part of this culture. Snitches get stitches.
But I don't think there's any doubt that the subtle effort to defund the local police has been successful. Let's just cut the crap, okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will give the mayor credit for one thing. Things did not get out of hand here during George Floyd when Democrat-run cities across the country were burning down to honor a lifetime thug.
Yes.
A person who contributed nothing to society. That's an episode in American history that will always be a shameful chapter. The lies on his death certificate so they could go ahead and promote the peaceful but fiery protest BS will never make sense. And I was just reading a message from Bo Holt, but he also happens to be on the phone. And Bo, I was looking at what they're doing on Norman Bridge Road here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to call and tell you.
Yeah.
It's just weird that they changed it in the middle of the day without any kind of, that's a major change.
So I've been complaining for a long time that it would be helpful, since our streetlights barely hit the ground with their brightness. At least we had visible road dividers, striping during rainstorms and stuff.
Yeah.
That would help. But what are they doing? They put striping down and then removed it on Norman Bridge?
Norman Bridge used to be a 3-lane road, and in the morning you had 2 lanes that were dedicated northbound into downtown, and then in the afternoon for the reverse traffic flow it had 2 lanes that were southbound, and then in the middle of the day the middle lane had that flashing yellow X, and it could be used for turning in either way. Vaughn Road from Fieldcrest and Perry Hill to the bypass used to be that way up until the very early 2000s.
Yeah.
But you notice they've been restriping that road or repaving that road. And this morning on the way to work, it was still the light signals. And then I had to go to Adams Drugs actually at lunchtime, and on my way back, I saw those plastic bags over the lights, and that they'd painted new arrows and different traffic patterns to where the middle lane is just going to be it'll no longer be dedicated for one way or the other.
Interesting.
No matter what time it is. And I just think it's weird because my street's that way, and all that happens is I'll see it at least twice a day. Some jackass who doesn't want to obey traffic laws gets in the middle lane, and they were doing this on Norman Bridge anyway, and they'll go 70, 80 miles an hour just blowing down the road. And, of course, we have a neutered police department, so there's no cops around to enforce traffic laws anymore.
Yeah.
So it just happens.
Did you watch any of the press conference today?
I actually did not watch any of the press conference today. I've had a pretty busy day.
Hey, always good to have busy days. I just wondered, I just saw more of the same, and I just thought you might have another opinion. But appreciate the call. And again, this is city management at its worst. This kind of nonsense.
Well, anyway, I'm sure I'll watch that and have a stroke later. That's what always happens. I watch it, and then my blood pressure goes up. So,
well, I'll be watching the Yankees. Maybe we'll stroke out at the same time. Because
let's hope not.
I'm at the brink with those guys. They better win tonight. At least give me something to feel good about.
Well, I hope they do just for you and for if nothing else, Greg.
Thank you, Bo. Appreciate you, buddy.
You bet. Y'all take care.
All righty.
You too.
Baumhauer's tomorrow night after the show, and we're celebrating the birthday of William Bay.
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you for reminding me of that, Greg, because we'll treat him to dinner.
Yeah.
And make him feel like king for a day.
He's one of the good ones.
Absolutely. Salt of the earth.
Yep.
He went miles out of his way, hours out of his way. He wanted Rusty Aldrich to be, and absolutely deserved to be. Rusty has some mobility issues right now.
Yeah.
And went and got Rusty and made sure he was able to attend my 20th anniversary of the afternoon show back in late August.
Yep.
That's the kind of guy he is.
I remember that because I was glad to see Rusty there. I was like, Rusty!
That was the first time I met him.
That makes him a character person.
He's a talented person.
Very, very talented.
Yeah.
And a discovery by Larry Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
To say Larry's name at this deep and rich.
The broadcaster school voice. I went to broadcaster school and learned how to talk like this.
Larry never went to broadcasting school. He was given that voice by God.
I love you, and you guys are so much better than television.
Well, you can watch us now on the YouTube for a little while longer anyway.
Yeah.
But
gotta leave soon.
She's got to scoot out.
Yeah, but the thespian's going to be able to stay, right?
Yeah, I'm going to move over and man the phone.
And Brett McDonald's going to join us. And we got about a minute for Soldier Boy. What's up?
Yep.
Greg, I heard today, I was talking to a friend of mine who works for the MPD. He says they're booked to have 505, and they've had 505, and they're down to 200.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's That is the
And
consensus number I hear as well.
And the sheriff's department's interesting. They've got a job filled with 30, 40 people waiting on a list that have been qualified, went to the police academy, or come from other departments that want to work for the sheriff's department. Interesting what leadership does.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's a subtle way of defunding the police without using the words.
Yeah.
And they've been declining since 2019.
And I don't understand how a mayor feels he can succeed in a city without the presence of law enforcement. I don't give a rat's ass about all the stupid liberal theories about why this thug culture flourishes. That's mostly a byproduct of the very policies they came up with to solve our problems in the first place. But
you just need to go out there and hug a thug.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they break the
they need
embrace,
love.
see what kind of a hole they stuck in your chest. Thanks for the call. It is 5 o'clock, so we've got to get some business done here. I'm always proud to talk about Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing. It was 3 years ago this month. I asked Clark's, had a system, a 2,500 square foot house that had actually been going for about 18, 19 years. No way it would have lasted that long without my Clark's Club membership and their biannual service. But it was loud, and my electric bills were averaging between $450 and $535 during the warm weather. And it was, I sometimes would wake up from a nap because the blade, that metal sound the blades would make, would wake me up. And it was time. So Clark's came out, and I bought a new system through them. It has paid for itself in 3 years. My highest electric bill since that system went in, same house, same thermostat, 72 degrees, has been $210.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
figure
great.
the difference over a 3 year period. And this was a smart investment, which I'm not known for making. Of course, unless it's Brandt doing something for me, but on my own, this is one that worked out really, really well. Just know you have that option with Clark's. But a membership for a house with a system that's not that old but needs maintenance, they're all machines. They need the TLC on this show. That's the tender loving care of Clark's with their top HVAC technicians and an amazing team of plumbers, all of whom, for that $180 investment annually, are available in any emergency 24/7, 365, knowing that you can get that number, dial it, and then know that somebody will be on the way ASAP to address whatever. Because plumbing, usually that is something of an emergency nature. There's a leak, something won't stop running, your water heater is spilling its contents into your living room, or it's running down the stairs, whatever. Knowing that they're going to be on the way to the rescue quickly matters.
Yeah.
So call them at 277-2125 or visit clarkcomfort.com. Their Alabama certification number 09098. Checking in with Skipper in the traffic dungeon, Wall Street Business, next.
Well, we still are having some problems on I-85 southbound at the ramps to I-65. Had an accident earlier on the left side of the ramp going to 65 south. They have moved that off on the right between the exit